Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle.
All right, go ahead. That's it, yeah.
Smack! Pop it in your morning to your ladies. My name is Nikai2s. Please don't click out the video. Please stay. Please stay. I swear it's gonna be worth it. I here with nobody. I'm alone, actually. I'm playing Fear and Hunger to Termina. Um, and you might the first thing you might have noticed is it's censored. You might be wondering why. In short, this game this game has a penis. Before I say anything else, I have something to admit. I've already played this game before. I know. Okay, but like, but the thing is, I don't. Sorry, I smacked the microphone. The thing is, I don't really remember what happens. I mean, I do. Of course, I do remember some parts. It's been a while since I've last played it, and I thought, maybe I should record like Fear and Hunger, and here we are, Fear and Hunger, I guess. I really like this game. I think this game is a reference to Ocarina of Time. The last time I played this game, I played as this character. I played as the journalist, but I want to start over from scratch and play as a different character, so I have like a different experience. So each of these characters have like a different story. The way the game plays is different. I mean, not really, but like your character's objectives are like different. I don't know how to explain it. I hope enjoy. Shut the fuck. Okay, so I'm playing as the the yellow mage because he's funny, and that's it. So yeah. Also, so I don't know if I'm gonna change my name. I'll just be really I'll be really boring here. I'll just be really boring. So sit back and relax. Not sure if this is a relaxing game, but I think it's gonna be fun. I hope. Oh yeah, this game it's a little hard, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Uh, is this game hard? I don't know. So as you can see here, I've already played this game. You wouldn't get this message if this was your first time playing this game. So I'll just pretend this is like my first time. Oh yeah, so, and also I'm gonna be reading. So if you don't like that, sorry, sorry. The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was loud. You reminisce what has led to you, what has led you to this point in life. Oh, that's horrible. You were born and raised in the raging hearts of Abyssinia, the continent with a long history embedded with chaos and warring factions. Those fools. The people around you waged wars over ancient disputes and grudges that started by long-gone ancestors. But that is how it always... But that is how... But this is gonna be so bad. But that is how it had always been. The people of Abyssinia held ancestors and their spirits on a godlike pedestal. But it's not like it was any better in the north, in the continent of Europa. Those fools worshipped ancient deities that none of them had ever even seen with their own eyes. And they certainly had their disputes as well. A great war after another. What's worse, their disputes didn't stay within their borders. Borders. They dragged everyone into their mess. They had to set their eyes on Abyssinia now because of its strategic position in securing access to oil and other raw materials from the east. It was only a matter of time before their troops would march on your land. You were not going to die because of some faceless puppeteers chose to focus their magnifying glasses on your home country this time. Despite your young age, you decided to leave. Your siblings and mother would mourn your departure. They wanted you to have something to remember them by. Shack? Shack. Soulstone is really good. I don't know that. This is my first time playing this. I don't know that. Shack. What is a Shack? I think it would be smarter if I chose. You know what? I'll just get the Soulstone. You know what? I'll get the Shack. No, I'm gonna get the Soulstone. I'm sorry, guys. What? Dude, I got the Soulstone. I bet it's worthless. You had considered yourself as successfully dead inside. Not swayed by emotions, but it took a lot of effort to convince yourself that you wouldn't miss your family. You still obviously had weaknesses to weed out. You headed to the City of the Sun, Amon, to educate yourself on spiritualism and religion. You were no sloth physically, but you always considered your intellect your true forte. And just like that, you were accepted as an apprentice after some preliminary. At the same time, news about the Great War closing Abyssinian borders were all they could talk on the radio. Amon was far from the borders, and it would probably remain safe for a good while, even after the war broke. You figured you'd still have plenty of time to learn at the temple and leave the country before it was too late. At the Temple of Amon, you were given a choice to learn various different schools of spiritualism. Interesting. This one piques my interest. Pyromancy trick, that's cool. Okay. You were talented and praised for your quick learning at the temple, but that came as no surprise to you. You knew you were smarter than most of those old geezers. They only possessed knowledge you wanted. Once you had that, they served no purpose to you. More time you spent at the temple, more pathetic the priests of Amon started to look in your eyes. Religion in general started to look dubious too after examining how the world functioned. Most religious doctrines were molded to accommodate the current ruling class. Religion was used as a mere tool to control masses more than anything else. Dedicating your life to worship would equal dedicating your life to kings and queens of the time. Damn, dude, word. You had left your home because you didn't want to die fighting for someone else's war. So why would you waste your life serving someone else in turn? Around this time, you found an old scroll from one of the many Amon libraries. The scroll mentioned an old sect of magical practitioners originating from eastern sanctuaries, whose worldview seemed more appealing to you. Man, when does this game get interesting? Yellow mages, that's me, differed from your typical priests. Instead of dedicating their lives to worship, God existed for them. Their force was to be harnessed to further one's own personal growth and agenda. Instead of finding an order from the commandments laid out by the older gods, yellow mages reveled in chaos. Chaos was a natural state the world would return to time and time again. So why even try and force it to anything else? Wow. You quit at the Temple of Amon and decide to head east in pursuit of these yellow mages. This guy is really awesome. You traveled beyond your home continent, ultimately finding yourself at the narrow streets of eastern sanctuaries. You got acquainted with the local temples, even they had adopted the worship of all mer as their main religion. Eastern sanctuaries were no better than the temples of Ammon in that regard. If anything, religion was even more prevalent. Oh my God, prevalent there, and dictated the way people were to live and die. You were looked down upon by the scholars and religious leaders of the area because of your very public opinions. That didn't bother you. You knew better. In time, your convictions convinced the faces you wanted. You were approached by a group of traveling mages who wore colorful attires. The yellow mages that were still around in this day and age were reduced to small separate groups, groups wandering around the world to study all fields of the otherworldly. The group saw the potential in you and offered a place among them. You liked what you heard and decided to join the wandering group. What did you specialize in? Basic techniques or more advanced magic? I already have pyromancy. I think basic techniques would be nice. I mean, more the merrier, right? Whatever. La Danse Macabre. What? The traditional dance of the yellow mages that channels otherworldly powers close to you. Huh. Okay. Okay. Your path of learning and self-growth knew no end. Your travels brought you to a small border town in eastern sanctuaries. There you met a curious person, Hadil Azif, Adil, a self-proclaimed wizard from the far east. Despite his pretentious appearance, his family name Azif was well known and even somewhat feared in certain occult circles, which gave his claims at least some credibility. He was gathering a group of adventurers to accompany him on a perilous quest. He had inherited a map from his late grandfather that was supposed to lead to the infamous dungeons of fear and hunger himself. The place used to be a noteworthy location of pilgrimage for many aspiring mages and priests in the distant past. The yellow mages you had spent time with previously told ominous tales about the dungeons as well. Initially, you dismissed as if talks, only to be haunted by the most brutal nightmares on the following night. Something was calling for you. You had to witness the place yourself. You joined the motley crew of adventurers as if had managed to put together and traveled through war-torn Europa. Most of the crew quit halfway to Rondon because of how difficult it was to cross borders during those chaotic times. The closer to the destination you got, more feverish your dreams became. The remaining members of your ragtag fellowship were visibly sick from stress and otherworldly pressure that had been falling on you the moment you set out on your quest. The breaking point was the day you finally arrived at the dungeons. A heavy fog drowned your camp and made navigation impossible. Using compass did no good. Okay, as the thing was just spinning circles wildly. Okay, so this is making a reference to the first game. Growls and howls created unrest. Not that there was any need for that, as superstition and constant misfortune had already convinced your fellow travelers that this trip was cursed from the start. Your companions panicked and scattered to the mist, as if himself had been sick from the constant nightmares for half the trip already. You left him curled up in fetus position in his tent and ventured forward on your own. Damn. After walking for a while, you started to make out something behind the thick white veil. The mist revealed structures of some kind. You got to a set of old ruins, or they looked more like a measly pile of rubble now. If it wasn't for the dreadful aura emanating from deep within, you couldn't tell there was anything remarkable about this place whatsoever. Holy shit. Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift archaeological site with tents and digging equipment. The site looked abandoned. On the other side, there was a side entrance to the dungeons with stairs leading down to the darkness below. Interesting. I'll examine the tents. The archaeological site seemed relatively new, maybe a couple years old at tops. There were no signs of people. Whoever had set it up had long abandoned the place too. All the documents and reports were written in Bremen, so you couldn't tell what exactly these people were looking for. This might have been just a regular archaeological excursion that stumbled into their certain doom unknowingly. If they if these truly were the dungeons of fear and hunger, then even in their current state, they would surely swallow and prepare tourists whole. Near the main entrance arc, there was a makeshift. Okay, cool. I want to go to the side entrance. Cautiously, you walk down the slippery stairs, only to find a cave in. The hallway had totally collapsed, and there seemed to be no way around it. Buried around the rubble, there was an old skeleton in a medieval leather armor crushed under a ton of rocks. You didn't want to suffer the same fate with the skeleton, so you returned back. Okay. The moment you stepped inside the dungeon walls, you felt immense otherworldly pressure. You understood that the place would train any normal person to the brink of madness and starvation in a matter of mere hours. You had you had to be efficient about this. Even if the day was still bright, the darkness seemed to suffocate all light, and you could barely see anything ahead of you. You lit up a torch. This is a lot. Like, compared to the character I played last time, this is so much. This is... Oh my god. I mean, I guess... Huh. You stood at the vestibule. Vestibule? Vestibule. Fucking English, I don't know. Of the dungeons. To your left, you saw a doorway leading to what seemed like a kitchen. There was a small room with old wooden furniture in front of you, and to your right, there was a closed door. Huh. Let's check out the kitchen. Why not? The room had small stools and around a large wooden table covered in cobwebs and old stains. At the end of the room, there were old cupboards, cupboards, and kitchen utilities that had been collapsed on the ground. The other corner had a row of wooden barrels. Let's check the wooden barrels. Barrels. The wooden barrels have once stored food items, but that was hundreds of years ago. There was nothing useful there anymore. Suddenly, you heard a loud banging and screeching coming from the entrance hall. Adrenaline was rushing through you as you ran back to see what was causing the noise. The closed door was jolting from its hinges. Something big was trying to force his way through the door. Whatever it was created inhuman guttural sounds between its swings of the door. Run outside. Hide in the room in front of you. You checked the room for any good spots to hide and decided to crouch between a bookshelf. The place gave you a good advantage point while hiding you in the shadows. The door crashed open. You saw a dark silhouette of a gigantic malformed being pushed from the open doorway. The creature made gurgling noises as it slowly wandered to the kitchen. You used this chance to sneak past that thing to the dark corridor when it first came from. Only the creature had clearly gotten used to the darkness, as it sensed you the moment you got out of your hiding spot. You charged to the unknown darkness without a second thought. You ran as fast as you could, creating distance to the malformed beast with each step. You couldn't see much in the darkness, but a door frame that had light shining through its cracks caught your attention. You tackled the door open and stumbled to an overgrown courtyard. Quickly glancing back at the dark corridor, you noticed that the beast was nowhere to be seen. You figured that the last rays of the setting sun still kept it at bay. You took a breather and slowly walked across the yard. The grass had been a sickly yellowish color, and the setting sun created ominous shadows as its rays hit the lone gallows standing at the center of the enclosure. As you managed to focus your thoughts, you realized that there was an additional voice echoing in your head. Something or someone was calling you from the depths of this forsaken fortress. There was something very curious about this echo. You needed to find its source. Not like you had a choice but to delve deeper, as the sun was rapidly setting down, stripping you from the last barrier that kept the murderous beast hiding in the shadows. The courtyard led to another door to the darkness. You pushed forward. You were at the foyer of the dungeons. I'm gonna sneeze. Thanks. The hall was large. To your left was the lavatory. To your right, there was a long corridor leading to total darkness, and before you rose a large stairway. Let's check out the lavatory. Your torch lit up a row of grimy old toilet seatings. Old bloodstains were mixed with what looked like semen. Cool. You wondered how and why you do such an exquisite little detail. Yeah, how did you, how do you, okay. How do you know that? Let's investigate the toilet? Jump down the toilet hole? I'm sorry, I didn't play the first game. I don't know. Let me investigate it. There was nothing much to the toilet holes. They were just what one would expect them to be. I'm not sure if I want to jump down yet. Let me return. I feel like that's like a no way back. No returning back. Let me check out the stairway. The wide stairway led to an Almerian sacrificial altar with a skeleton crucified to it. Next to the altar, there was a side path leading deeper inside the fortress. Let's examine the altar. The altar was a typical ritual crucifix used to worship Almer, the ascended one. A sacrifice would be put on the cross, and their blood would slowly be drained for days to come. Traditionally, such rituals were used for protection. Almer would look after the immediate surroundings for as long as the blood was running down the cross. The last sacrifice this cross saw must have been this skeleton. There was no blood dripping from this cross anymore, so no protection from Almer either. Check out the side path. The path was a narrow corridor crudely made from mishapen bricks and stones. It looked like the floor had collapsed at certain points, but you were able to hop over the trench with ease. The large room opened up before you. The room stood out with its finer decor, spiral floor tiling, and its many bookcases covering the walls. The south end corner of the room had a small doorway shrouded in darkness. North end corner was more dilapidated with its caved and in ceiling and all. Okay. Let me search the bookshelves. Most of the books that were still... Whoa! Okay, this is kind of big. Okay, wait. Most of the books that were still left had been growing mold for hundreds of years, but there were still a handful of manuscripts that were surprisingly new. Fuck, which one do I want? This is... Okay, so this is really important. And a shame that I don't remember what these do. But I remember them being really, really important. Fuck, which one should I get? Groggoroth. I know what... I think I remember what Groggoroth does, more or less. Okay, Groggoroth. Yeah! The manuscripts all seem to be part of a bigger. Okay. The manuscripts all seem to be to be part of a bigger compilation, and you would have loved to have all of them with you, but you had an extra drop. You had a drop to do, and you couldn't burden yourself with too much extra luggage. Large open. Okay. Can I search it again? All the Skin Bible's entries lured you to browse them, but you tried to keep your head cool. You didn't come to the dungeons because of those books. Okay. Let me check out the doorway. Your torch slowly lit up the small room, and revealed a wooden desk with drawers and a carpet that was from Eastern Sanctuaries, judging by its patterns, and a partly eaten corpse that seemed to be part of the archaeological expedition. Let me search the desk. The desk was trashed. Someone must have searched the desk. Most of the valuables had been looted a long time ago already. Opening a drawer revealed only old and dusty letters of no importance. The bottom drawer, however, seemed to be stuck. You kicked the drawer a couple of times and managed to force it open. Lucky coin! Oh shit. Prison keys. Oh, sorry, didn't read. Fuck. Slowly, one step at a time, the ghoul approached you with his mouth stretched unnaturally open. Cast hurting on it. Oh shit. Okay, this is the first coin toss. Let's go, guys. Fuck. Before managing to fuck before attacking, you tripped it out to a pile of rubble as you lifted your torch to see. The ghoul already charged towards you, and with surprising ferocity, and landed his teeth on your shoulder. You managed to push the creature back just barely and escaped with only a minor injury. Fuck me, man. You backed away from the room, yet the ghoul kept on following you. You cautiously hopped over the collapsed door in the corridor leading up to the library. The creature was not as agile and instead face planted on the ground as it tripped on the rubble. The same rubble. The ghoul was waist deep in the trench, unable to climb back up. Desperately, he tried reaching out for you with his blood-soaked hands. The whines and growls turned into agitated shrieks as it furiously tried to snatch you. Okay, man. Oh, this guy wants me. It looks like the creature was stuck. You figured you'd best just leave this area for now and explore elsewhere. You were at the foyer. Okay. But ouch, man. The guy bit me. Ow. I wonder what would have happened if I got that fucking coin, if I got it right. Your torch slowly pushed away at the darkness as you advanced towards the unknown. The further you got, the stronger the echo inside your head became. Uh-oh. You couldn't make out the words clearly, but this was definitely the right decision to head. But the toilet! The toilet! A larger room opened up behind a set of rusty iron bars. Your torch revealed human-like figures that stood still just beyond the radius of the light. Uh-oh. Upon closer inspection, you notice that these figures were medieval Iron Maidens. Oh, they're not alive. Human-shaped torture devices that has in practical use, judging from the old stains that had formed from the seeping of blood of their victims. The room had numerous other torture devices as well. Most of them would probably be inoperative in this day and age. Among them, you saw an old reinforced chest, and at the back of the room, you saw a corridor leading to the cells. Chest, please. The chest looked old. It might as well have been medieval for all you knew. As you try opening it, you realize the lock was still fully functioning. You couldn't open it without a proper key. You felt a cold draft run across the chamber. The chamber seemed to be guiding you towards the dark corridor at the end of the room. Okay. I could have returned to the foyer. Loud creaks and groans could be heard behind you. Something big had entered the foyer. Oh, maybe it was a good idea that I didn't return. Okay, that's good. You figured it must have been a malformed archaeologists from before. The sun must have set, which made it possible for the creature to advance through the courtyard. The creature must have had your scent, as his footsteps clearly closed in on you at a rapid pace. I can't read. You had to act fast. The corridor that opened up was a long one with multiple cell doors covering each side. At the end, there were large bars sealing off a staircase. Only a rusty lock stood in your way towards the deeper darkness. Check the cell doors. Okay, dumbass. You heard the creature charge through the nearby torture chamber, dumbass. Knocking over the Iron Maiden and crashing through the tables like a dummy and chairs in pursuit of you. All the doors were locked. Your torch barely lit any of the cells, so there was no telling what was inside of them. As you turned around, your torch revealed the hulking beast right. What? What? Hold on. The beast grabbed you violently and snapped your neck like a twig. The last thing your eyes registered was the monster pulsating appendage hanging between his legs. Looks like, oh, this just a recipe. I can't. No, no, no. That's it! Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching my reading video. Hope you liked. This video was for the people that like my voice. But god fucking damn it, I died. Let's go. Let's try that again. Actually, I was interested. I was invested in that. I don't know about you guys, but I was. I can't believe they just. I can't. Yeah, just okay. You made the wrong choice. Die. Fuck. No, 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 no. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't. I have made a mistake. Oh my god. Hey. Hey, since I died, we also get the chance to see the other stuff. Yeah. So this one gave us. Believe it. Oh fuck. Sorry. I can't fucking believe I died in the text adventure. This is all new to me, if you didn't know. Let's learn worship. Okay, I would imagine that's like. You know what? Let's see. The worship in Europe of. Oh yeah, yeah, it's exactly what I imagined. Moon god. But among the scholars, it wasn't too uncommon to worship even more obscure deities. God of fear and hunger. This is quite interesting. Yes, yes. This is quite interesting. Moon god seems interesting. Interesting. Oh, shoot. Okay, Moon god. You were talented and praised for your quick learning at the temple, yet same stuff, same thing. Last time I chose this one, the first one, but I didn't even get the chance to see what it did. But let's see what, in case I die again, let's see what this, what this is. Hey, that's, I remember that being really annoying. Good thing I got that. Your path of learning and self-growth knew no end. Your travels brought you to a small border town. Okay, I don't know why I'm reading. Okay, so we're back here. I'm gonna check out the kitchen. I think again, there was a cupboard that I didn't see. Oh, okay. I found a wheat flour. Laboratory doesn't have anything. No, there's the toilet, but I feel like if I jump down, I die. Because now that I know that you can die here, I don't think I want to jump down the toilet. Because I think I have an idea what happens. Because I, I think I still remember some stuff in the first game. Stairway. Which one did I go? Which one was the library? Stairway, right? Ignore it. Okay, but I want to kill it. How can I... oh, okay. This might be a bad idea. How do I use the coin? The shift? Oh, it is. You hold shift. Hey. You finished your chant and focused all your hatred and fury on a concentrated spot on the ghoul's soft torso. Like a vortex, the energy tore the archaeologist's skin and rotten meat and left a gaping hole in their place. To your surprise... What?! To your surprise, the ghoul kept on advancing towards you as if nothing had happened. You had never faced a living dead before, and it seemed like a traditional means of harm had very little impact on someone who felt no fear or pain. You backed away from the room, yet the ghoul kept on following you, like with a fucking hole on his chest. Okay, yeah, this is the torture room. Chest. Fuck. I mean, this is my time to go to the foyer. No. You know. I know what's gonna happen. Corridor. Yeah. Groans. Brr. Cells. No good. Gate. You heard the creature trashing the nearby torture chamber. He was right on your heels. You couldn't see him in the darkness, but you could sense his intense hatred homing in on you. The gate was locked with a reinforced lock. You tried to remain cool as you hoped for the prison keys to work. The beast was already charging towards you as you opened the gate and slipped inside only seconds before the malformed monster smashed against the bars. Violently, the creature tried to reach for you while making low grunt noises from his swollen throat. The bars and the gate seemed to hold the beast for now, but you didn't want to stay and find out whether the thing could eventually break in. Instead, you took the stairs deeper to the darkness. The thought crossed your mind. If darkness had twisted those poor sods to become mindless beasts, would the same fate await you if you stayed at the dungeons for long enough? The stairs became sticky and from old gore and blood the deeper you got. The air was stale and had rotten smell to it. The voice inside your head got louder. You still couldn't make any sense of any words, but it was definitely calling for you. Deeper. You had to go deeper. And much was clear. You entered a huge chamber full of partly buried skeletons and rotting corpses laying about. The ground had a thick layer of dried blood and filth which had accrued around the chamber walls over the years. Each step you took echoed to dizzying heights. You couldn't see the chamber ceiling. Wow, the walls just rose up forever to the darkness. Jesus. There were two staircases in the chamber. One led to the ground level you had just escaped, while the other one led to the lower levels in the middle of the chamber. There was a rather new-looking wooden contraption. I want to examine the piles of body first. Most of the bodies had been decaying and decomposing for hundreds of years. Some bodies looked fresher than the others, while some were reduced to bare skeletons. The ludicrous amounts of corpses did raise questions about the purpose of this chamber. But there was no one around to answer those questions anymore, so you just took everything at face value. You didn't notice the gaping hole at the center of the chamber until you got closer and your torch lit up the surroundings. The wooden contraption had been built around it as a freight elevator of sorts, lifting and lowering items and people if necessary. The contraption itself stuck out just by not being stained with blood and filth like everything else. Judging by some of the equipment around, the elevator must have been used by the same archaeologic expedition that had set up its tents outside. You could have used the contraption yourself too if you had some rope with you. I don't have a rope. I don't want to go down. You walked up the stairs. The screams of the gate agent started to get loose. It seemed like the creature could have broken in at any moment, really. You started to head back down while you still could. Oh shit. Okay, I went down the stairs. I thought, okay. So, up was not really good. The stairs leading down were sticky with grime and like everything else in that chamber, and a cold draft moved you along to the chasm that awaited you at the bottom. A giant underground ravine opened up before you. Even your torch couldn't properly light up the area. There were iron grid platforms suspended above a seemingly bottomless chasm. The platforms were mounted on cavern walls and linked together with a shaky looking bridge. The side you were on had a few individual prison cells in a row. What awaited on the other side of the bridge was shrouded in darkness. I am a little skeptical with opening the cells. Open the cells, I don't think I'm gonna open this. I don't think I'm gonna open the cells, man. The grid platforms looked old and rusty. The platforms gave worrisome creaks as you walked on them. The fact that parts of the platform already collapsed didn't exactly reassure you of their condition. Check the prison cells. You tried opening. Okay. You tried opening the cell doors, but all of them appeared locked. Some of the locks were too rusty to even function properly anymore. There appeared to be no way inside the bars. Not that you missed anything important. The torchlight revealed just regular prison utilities like piss buckets, chains, and a couple of skulls belonging to a previous residence. Okay, just normal prison cell, normal fear and hunger cell. Walk over the bridge, why not? You cautiously walked up to the bridge, just putting some weight on the thing that caused a couple of nuts and bolts fall down oh my god, the endless depths. You braved across it. The bridge felt like it was about to collapse at any moment, but somehow it remained together. The other side of the ravine was more or less identical to the one where you just came. I mean, at least if the monster came in, the bridge probably wouldn't handle the thing's weight, right? Fudge. There were 3 cells in a row. At the end of the platform, there was a corridor leading away from the ravine to solid ground. You realize something now that you looked at the ravine from the other side. Next to the man-made platforms in the darkness, there were huge statues carved on the cavern walls, where the brick walls of the statues were figures of olden times, clad in armor. Only their appearance wasn't that of humans. No, these figures appeared more reptilian. The appearance and the condition of the statues suggested that they were a lot older than anything that had been built around them for the years. They were probably even before the whole fortress existed in the first place. Huh. We're turning to the other side. It's gonna fucking fall down. The fucking bridge is gonna fall down. It's gonna break. I'm gonna die. Let me see. All the cells were locked. One cell in particular caught your attention. There was a huge, naked creature inside. Its features looked human, but the person must have been at least 2.5 meters tall, if not more. The upper body of the thing was shrouded in darkness. Huh. For a moment you thought the creature was still breathing, but you figured must have been just the flickering torch creating illusions. Surely, you walked away as quietly as possible regardless. Yeah, surely, yeah, of course. That was totally not the guy who snapped my neck and got aroused. His appendage. His appendage grew big and hard. Okay. Alright, man. Go to the corridor, I guess. The corridor took you to a small intersection. To your left, there was a doorway to a small room, and to your right, the corridor continued deeper to the darkness. Let's check the small room. The room looked like it had once belonged to an army officer. There were numerous weapon racks in the room, positioned next to an empty shelf. At the back of the room, there was a wooden desk with an impressive-looking leather recliner behind it. Behind the desk, you noticed a small cast iron chest and what seemed like a rusty lever. Why not check everything? Let's check the weapon racks. There were a few swords and spears still left on the rack. It looked like there might have once been more, but looters had probably taken everything that looked half decent. One of the swords wasn't completely rubbish, and one of the spears appeared to be in surprisingly good shape. You couldn't carry both around. You didn't want to overcover yourself after all. Officer sword or iron spear? Spear sounds nice. I mean, in a situation. I mean, this game is not. I don't know why I'm thinking realistically, but like like in a situation like you're in like hand-to-hand combat, you would prefer a spear. Like, if you're fighting a ghoul like the one that we blew a hole uh, to his chest, I think a spear would be preferable, considering I don't know. I'll get the spear. Why not? I'll get the spear. Oh shit. Seems like the small commotion caused by your exploration reached the ears of someone or something. I think we have to go. I think we have to go. I think we have to go. Let me check the lever. It looked like a mechanical lever used to control something. I tried pulling it, but it was stuck to it. It was a curious little thing, but its purpose would remain a mystery to you. A loud creak echoed from the ravine. The edges were dead silent from the small ruckus caused by Yuga, but it still lived in darkness with your allowing fear. Okay, let's leave this place. Now. No! 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 Okay. Whew. Oh. Oh fuck! Shit! What have I done? You heard an ear-piercing screeching. Sounded like a cell door was just forced open. Suddenly, scraping sounds closed in on you as you felt a terrifying presence. Hide! You hid behind the desk and tried to get a decent vantage point as this scraping noise grew louder and louder. Oh my god. A huge humanoid creature entered the room. The thing was naked, revealing its abnormally muscular and scarred physique. Its left arm was missing, replaced with what looked like a long pole or rod of thorns and other sharp projections. The most striking feature, however, in this abomination was its head. The thing had a head of a cow, and it was not just a mask. The feathers were growing down its neck too. Its empty, glaring eyes seemed to stare right through you from the darkness of the doorway. The crow gave a loud caw that was mixed with a deep, resonating growl of an anguished man. wasn't me. That was all the warning you got as it charged straight at you. Oh shit! The creature swung furiously at you with its left molar arm. Ouch! The creature knew perfectly well how to utilize the dreadful weapon as it's torn. Ouch! You were surprisingly mercy shown as the crow finished you quickly. Just okay. I died. I died. I guess the spear. I guess the spear was not a good idea. It's almost. I've been recording for almost an hour, and I haven't even reached. I haven't even got to the gameplay. Holy God! So I'm back at the dungeon at the start of the dungeon, and this time I chose the room that was in front of me. Not the locked door room, the room that that I hide from the monster. Anyway, the room had an old wooden desk in front of a partly rotten flag that hung on the wall. The flag was that of the old Rondon. The opposite wall had half-empty bookshelves facing towards you. Okay. Behind a small pile of rubble, you saw a wooden chest covered in cobwebs and dust. Let's check out the book. Shelves. The few books. Oh, wine vial. Okay. They were still in an terrible condition. Other than looked interesting. Okay. Wine. Okay, I'll just hide in the room that I was in. I could have ran away. I wonder if I can. So I forgot to unpause the recording, but I interacted with the chest and I couldn't because the lock was locked. I guess. I wonder if I can explore this one more time. Saw you. Common scenes. In trapdoor. Pipe and pouch of tobacco fell from the compartment. Yeah, let's go. Let's head deeper into the darkness. Your torch pushed away the darkness. The dancing light flickered on a lone skeleton chained on the wall. The corridor circled back to the great chasm and its suspended platforms. The grid iron bridge connecting the two sides had completely collapsed on this end of the ravine. You noticed a rope tied on the platform. On the other end of the rope, you saw a corpse belonging to the archaeological expedition. This person had apparently hanged himself. The horrors of the dungeons must have been too much for him. You saw faint shapes in the darkness. The platform seemed to continue on the other side. God knows how large this man-made area really was. Let's lift the corpse. You pulled the corpse up. You were right in your assessment. The person had modern clothing that looked like that of a stereotypical Western archaeologist. The person had nothing of value. You did pick up the rope, though. I do need that for the contraption, so thank you for the rope. Okay, that's it. Your footsteps were the only thing echoing in the air, apart from an occasional water droplet heard in the distance as you headed back. There was a doorway to a small room on your right, and in front of you. In front of you was vast open area with all the cells. The prison area. Should I check out the cells? I feel like I shouldn't. As you walked onto the platforms, you heard loud screeching from one of the cells. The noise seemed to come from one of the cells at the end of the platform. Something trapped inside was causing the ruckus. A large humanoid creature busted through the cell door. The thing was naked, revealing... Oh shit. Oh yeah, this is a crow. Did I say cow? Did I say cow last time? The thing had a head of a cow. There is no way I'm gonna... Try to slip back, but first you dodge another swing coming your way and then leap on the annexing bridge, just barely escaping beyond the crow's reach. Damn! You ran across the bridge. The creature followed hot on your trail. The shaky bridge clattered under your feet. Just as you made it on the other side, the whole thing fell to pieces. Haha! The hulking mass of Crow Mauler was too much for the antique construction. The creature slumped down the chasm with collapsing parts and pieces. Let's return. As you walked up, you once again heard echoes inside your head. This time you could almost understand some words. Deeper. You must delve deeper. The correct path must have has been somewhere at this bloody chamber. There there were two circus. We get it. So we go to the contraption. You didn't notice the gaping hole at the center of the chamber until you got closer. Yeah, the contraption itself was stuck out, just not being stained with blood. It's like recent, whatever. Okay. You could, yeah, I have rope. You tied the rope tightly to the wooden beams and threw the loose end down to the pit. A cold draft could be felt coming from the depths below. You headed down. You climbed down the claustrophobic, bloody pit. The pit opened up, and the area that revealed itself was even more open than the ravine upstairs. There was a huge cavern beneath the fortress ruins. The rope ended up on top of a crashed wreckage, and an iron cage had crashed on the rocky ground from the pit you came from. A closer inspection suggested that it was an elevator of some kind. Needless to say, it wasn't functional anymore. You stood on solid ground next to the wreckage. The cavern was huge. Your torchlight left you left you standing in the middle of the darkness with no points of interest apart from a makeshift campsite with a couple of tents, and some archaeological equipment. Okay, let's examine the elevator wreckage a little bit. The iron frame of the elevator had been dent from the fall. There was still a broken chain hanging on the roof. The chain must have been lifted and lowered, must have lifted and lowered the elevator when necessary. Back when the elevator was still functioning. You stood on solid ground next to the wreckage. The cavern was huge. Yeah, okay. Let's check the campsite. As you walked up to the tents, you noticed that there were no signs of life here. The archaeological gone. The campsite had a couple of tents side by side, open crates full of digging equipment, and a makeshift table full of various documents scattered around. Yeah. Okay. Let's check out the documents. See what they say. Bremen. So you can make sense of them really. There were some very official-looking papers among them, which suggested that the expedition orders came from someone high up in Bremen office, maybe even from the Kaiser himself. I would assume Kaiser is like the president, whatever. Uh, a report documented each item found from the digging site. There were pictures of the said items etched on the paper. The items looked mundane for most parts, but all of them had carvings on them that were unlike anything you had seen before. They didn't match with any culture you were aware of. One document caught your interest especially. A sketch of a cubic object with various ornaments and sigils carved all across it. Something about this item raised the hair on your arms and made you sick from stomach. There was something special about this cube. No doubt about it. No doubt. Let's check out the tents. The first tent had sleeping bags and clothing scattered about. Among the useless junk, you managed to find 5 matches. Second tent was mostly the same story, except there was a collection of archaeological findings on the table. After your initial excitement, you noticed, however, that those findings were only run-of-the-mill artifacts, pieces of broken vases, and other trinkets. Among the junk, you picked up an ornament lantern. Okay. Let's go to the digging site. The digging site was bigger than how it looked initially. The site expanded to nearby cliffs with wooden platforms leading down to a dark chasm. I should go down, right? You descended down to the dark depths. The echo inside your head returned once again. Misguided soul, can't you hear my call? The words were clear this time around. Good, finally. The words became ever more clearer. The archaeological crew had been digging deep and revealed something that should have stayed hidden. Wow. Ancient structures could clearly be seen protruding from the rocky surface. The structures looked almost like the remains of a city from another time. The wooden platforms took you straight to them, and a ladder was set to lead you inside what looked like a temple or some other place of worship. Uh, Climbed in. Most of the temple was dilapidated by the time, but you could still spot some murals on the wall that depicted rituals and gods not known in this day and age. Even if you only witnessed glimpses of something larger, the scale of the building already impressed you. It was unlike anything you had ever seen. Eastern sanctuaries, the city of Amon, Abyssinia, they all paled in comparison. The voice inside, the voice inside your head was getting loud. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way! You dug. You dug the rubble with your bare hands. You turned over wooden structures and pushed away a stone pillar. And there was the source of the voice. A burnt and withered head. A severed head, to be more precise. The head had deep lines running across it. In the place of its eyes were dark and empty sockets. The only hair on the head was a sparse mustache under its big nose. I wasn't expecting a worm like you weaseling its way this deep to the dungeons, but I'll take what I get. All earthworms do, after all, is dig. Your garments. Maybe you do have more than a camel's spunk in place of your brains. You are a fellow mage, are you not? You confirm the suspicions of this beheaded oddity. Figures. That is why a measly maggot like yourself could hear my call. Very well. Kneel before me, for I am your master, Nashra, the doom and terror of the modern man. That name, Nashra, that was a name you were not expecting to hear. It was a name even the yellow mages only talked in the darkest hours of night. Nashra, the harbinger of the burning crusade. Nashra, the bringer of torment. Nashra, the doom and terror of the modern man. The great wizard from the eastern sanctuaries went by many names. He indeed was your master, for this beheaded wizard was the one who gave birth to yellow mages and their ideology. Only that had happened over 1,000 years earlier. There were no records of Nashra for at least 500 years. A lucky bastard. Lucky indeed. There is a man I once skinned alive. After that, I want to rip off their spines! Those maggots! They will slump before me, limp and feeble. Your master seemed to be surprisingly up to date with the twists and turns the world had taken since his absence. He had a mission for you. As a yellow mage, you were supposed to follow your own ambitions and greed, but there was a lot you could learn from this death-defying wizard that could further your knowledge on dark matters greatly. You decided to play along. You were sure that this terror of the modern man was perfectly aware of your reasoning too. That was the typical relationship between a master yellow mage and their apprentice, after all. You were to travel to a small country in Eastern Europa with the beheaded wizard. To a town called Perhivo. Your master promised events of cosmic proportions. The stars were aligned for something big to happen, something that would turn the tides of the world for good. The head left out details from his story on purpose, but that did little to bother you. You had just jumped to the deep end of the otherworldly world. You can have asked for more. With this little information about the task at hand, how did you prepare for the trip? Hmm. Medical goods would be nice. Yeah, I think medical stuff would be really nice. Actually, that's okay. You felt tense since the moment you embarked on this journey. Every night you'd see nightmares of the horrors that would wait you in upheaval. Whatever the price, the opportunity was too interesting to pass. With mixed feelings, you continued onwards. Save your character history? Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is yeah, these are my saves. Um I can save here. It's okay. Oh, there we go. Skip the intro? Hell no. Finally, the game is starting. You feel like someone was watching you while you slept. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard. We're in his radius now. Better not let me down now. Okay. 12 suitcases have been left here without supervision. The door to the previous cabin is locked from the other side. Looking through the window, the cabin seems pitch black. Hello? Excuse me. No answer. Okay. It's fine. They're sleeping, I guess. You search the luggage. Chalk. Yes, stealing people's luggage. Yes. I'm a thief. Great, I love great. You search the luggage. Oil. Okay. So yeah, this is Fear and Hunger. This is a game. The game just started. I know. Well, not really. Well, yes. Shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Huh? All these suitcases. Something feels off. Huh. Yeah, this is not normal, I don't think. Yeah. Little butterfly. This place, it's not the train anymore. Oh.
You! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where did you think you went off to? Don't you understand the hurry we are in?
I don't understand. The eyes of the janitor bulge out from the sockets as if his expression intensifies.
No one expects you to. You're a stupid fucking human after all. Now get your ass back to the workbench!
Alright, man.
This is your last chance. Next time is punishing time.
What am I supposed to do?
What? You are supposed to assemble new cubes, of course. As for how, figure it out yourself. If you're not capable of that much, you're beyond hope and useless in every sense of the world.
Alright.
What you googling at? There's nothing to see here. Eyes on the cubes. Work, or I'll rip those eyes out of your pretty face.
Okay. I'll just use directional keys to assemble cubes. You hear voices echoing from the bedded wizard.
Are you retarded or what? Why the hell are you playing their games?
How do I... Okay, okay. Memories are coming back to me. Look at that. I'm a professional. The girl in pink is trying to get your attention. I'm a natural already, man. I'm a natural. Come. Okay. I guess I should follow her.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh shit. Oh fuck. That guy's a dumbass. He got stuck. Alright, well, whatever. Good for me. Okay, I can run. That's at least good. Your head hurts, you feel like you're losing your mind. Oh, shit. Um, people. Uh, oh! Oh, my head! Ouch! Ow! Whoa. Ah! There you are! The moon? It must be the moon god, you ponder. You've read some vague tales about it during your time at the Amon libraries. Thought you had pulled out from that nasty place. You were going deep into that rabbit hole. Now you are safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Um, what is going on? That is what I'm here for. To explain the situation you are currently facing. To explain the great once in a lifetime opportunity that has befallen within your grasp. Since our worlds could not possibly reach my master, words, I mean, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that he is the delinquent one. Rare, the trickster moon god. You knew it. And me? You can call me Percolate. I am just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. Percolate? Percolate? The name does sound familiar to you, but you're not sure where you've heard it before. You are the dreamer. He is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival termina is upon us! Termina? You finally remember where you've heard the name Hercule before. The deity is often linked with so-called festival termina. Information about the festival is murky, but is often associated with times of great turmoil. Many massacres in history have been blamed on this deity and the moon. Horrible acts have been committed in the name of lunacy. You can't remember much else. The moon god in general, is shrouded in great mystery, and his ways are often left unexplained. Uh, what is the Festival of Termina? It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peak to grandeur and a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. This must all been very confusing to you, so I won't burden you with any more exposition and information at this very moment. If you progress further, I will gladly answer questions later down the road. Let us meet again under the moonlight. Okay, bro. Why do you talk like that? You hear you hear voices echoing from the beheading wizard. Wake up, maggot! The train. It must have stopped. You hear voices from the wizard. I trust you got the gist of things. Let us proceed. We have works to do. Work, even. Something seems off, though. This is not Moon God's usual modus operandi. Fuck. Trust no one, but me, obviously. As long as you do what I say, I don't actually care about the trust either. Now move it, faggot! Alright, man. Sorry. Okay, man. Jesus. Okay. So yeah, Fear and Hunger. Nothing left here. Okay. So how am I looking? Oh, Nix. I don't remember putting the Z there. Nix. Just 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 adding the Z at the end of my name just makes my name so much cooler, man. Felipez, anyone? Any OG viewers? No? Okay. That's fine. The man in the suit is talking to himself. He seems to be completely lost in his own thoughts. I'm late already. So late. Alright, man. Alright, man. So that must be the best course of action for now. You interrupt the discussion. You hear voices echoing from the beheaded wizard.
What's this shit show now?
Oh, the sleepy one got up. Um, something wrong? You must be as clueless as the rest of us. The train left us all here, at the outskirts of the city. All the train personnel, everyone gone. No explanations. I see. That's troublesome. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Those fools! They have no knowledge of things to come.
In any case, we decided to stay and wait for a while. Someone has to come for the train sooner or later. So if you're not in a hurry, maybe you can just take a seat inside and try and relax. Your outfit, it looks interesting. Who are you?
I'm Nix. You are their doom and torment, an embodiment of chaos, a pupil to terror of the modern man.
My name's Marina.
But a child tried to play with magic. Pathetic.
My name's Olivia. Lovely to meet you all.
A poor sod. A measly librarian waiting to be devastated. You can call me August. Keep an eye on this one. Okay? Okay?
Karen Sawyer, a journalist on duty.
I already sensed this bitch is an arrogant piece of film.
Alright.
Hey, I'm Henrik. A weakling with no remarkable features whatsoever. Dot dot dot. This maggot carries filthy secrets. Dig them up! Alright, dude, chill.
Before you came out, we were just talking about this. You saw the dream, too, right? The dream. Yes, I did see the dream. Everyone saw the same dream. Can you believe that? The moon, the girl in the pink dress, the festival of Termina. It all felt too real to pass off as just a dream. Not this talk again. We should have asked that army pig, that Brennan pig. He was way in a way. He was in a way too much of a hurry to leave. I bet he knew something. This smells like a sadistic army experiment. Sounds like something Bremen army would be part of. They had similar hallucinogens experimented on war prisoners. Now that the war is over, they have to get their guinea pigs elsewhere.
Miserable fool. When people are this dim-witted, they don't even deserve to learn the truth.
I wish I had your capacity and feast, but I really have hard time believing every conspiracy theory floating around. I'm a journalist. I've covered wars, you know. I don't need some flaky, flaky, eye-patched foreigner telling me what's possible and what's not. You haven't seen what I've seen during these past few years. I've covered wars too, you know. All men and women for the past decade or two have covered wars. What's your point again? I've seen my fair share of hallucinogens as a doctor, and I can tell from a first-hand experience that there are no known chemicals that create visions that vivid, especially visions that are identical with this many people. I take it that we're done here. As much as I'd like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. I have a job to do. Which way is the city? Oh, oh. Look, up there over the forest's top. Can you see the tower standing erect in the mist? That tower marks the center of upheaval. You can hike through the forest to get there. It's not that far away. Yeah, 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 man, yeah. Yep, that's it. Okay, okay. Alright then. If I see anyone, I'll let them know you guys are waiting here. Have fun finding a scoop from that sleeping town.
Enough of this nonsense. We need to get going or start killing. Either is fine by me.
You know where to find us if anything comes up. What are you gonna do? Wait here, I guess. I'm not in a hurry. Woo! Day one, yeah. Oh yeah. Monologue with the moon. And this is where the game actually starts, guys. Yeah, after how long? An hour and a half? I've been recording for an hour and a half. This is not the usual recording time. Let's talk to these people, why not?
Nice day, isn't it?
A bit foggy.
True enough. But it is peaceful in its own right, don't you think?
If you say so. Whatever, man. What brings you here?
Nothing much. A twist of fate, perhaps. I'm just passing through.
I think I should get inside. The mist is creeping in.
This forest creeps me out.
I think the forest bed here is very fascinating. There seems to be all kinds of medical herbs growing around.
Would you look at that behind?
Oh, you son of a gun. Are you that serious? If you keep that up, I'll come up with better use for this wrench.
How about making yourself use?
That's not her. That's not him. That's not him. How about making yourself useful?
Maybe I will do just that. Just wait and see, Ginger.
Yes, go. Make me proud.
Hi.
Oh, hi. We weren't introduced before. I'm Abella. Nice to meet you. I'm a bit busy right now. I'm trying to check if I could get the train in working order again. It's not that just at the train stop, but for some reason it won't start up either. What are you doing? Just checking up on things.
Okay. ...
Hello. ... He doesn't seem to be interested in small talk. That's fine. Then again, these army barricades suggest that maybe there is something to that crazy theory of hers. ... Nah, something doesn't seem right here. What do you plan to do? ... I'll probably just head out too. There's no telling how long it takes for someone to come for the train. Besides, the city is right around the corner. Okay. Oh, hey. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Good afternoon. It's Kida Tanaka. Good to make your acquaintance. It's really troublesome. What has become of our train trip? Especially when you have a big meeting scheduled at the city.
Do you know which direction to go?
Not exactly, but this tower does seem like a good waypoint. Don't let my looks deceive. I do know my way around in nature. I think at least. If you'd excuse me, I really need to hurry right now.
Hey, wait. A nice weather for a short hike, no? It's really troublesome. What has come of our train trip? Wanna travel together? I'm afraid I will have to refuse your company. I really need to hurry and I think I'll do it best alone. If you'll excuse me, I really need to hurry right now. Okay. Barrows! Penny bun! Yep. Now what you're seeing right now is the gameplay. Is the real gameplay. This is like this is where you can get that dopamine. On me. Okay. Yo, maggot scrolling! Ah, maggot! Oh, you maggot! You maggot! Is there anything else here? So yeah, sorry for not uploading. I don't know why I'm being sorry, but like, I feel like you're not entirely sure what plant this is. Is it poison or not? Maybe it's not. Okay. I just feel guilty sometimes when I don't upload anything for a while, and eerie silence fills the air, devoid of any life. Where did that guy go? Fills the air, devoid of any life. Okay.
Termina's upon us!
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, it is. I'm not really confident. What should I do? What must I do? You know what? It's been a while. Yeah! This is why I have the censor mod. The woodsman approaches you ominously. There is silent rage in his eyes. A sense of terror fills the air. Hold on! Wait! What is going on here? Your words are in vain. The woodsman is clearly out for blood. I am fucked. Get that. Oh, please don't cut my arm. No! Die! Can't believe you. My arm. It's fine. I don't need that arm. It's fine anyway. Didn't need that arm. Appendage. Get that hell out of here. Get that. Yeah. But yeah, he's look at his face. I don't think I should be using magic too much, but I'm using it anyway. Oh, is he gonna kill me? I'm gonna die. Uh-oh. I might die here. Okay, at least I still remember how the gameplay goes. Okay, he did. I need to heal though. I mean, yep. This is Fear and Hunger, guys. Mostly because I suck, but you know, really good start. You know, awesome start even. Monstrosity, beat him. His body gives no indication of life anymore. The frame of this woodsman feels incredibly muscular despite not looking like it at the first glance. Basement key. Axe. I really need that axe. Lost an arm already, man. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about... When did I get a knife? I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue playing this. I mean, this will depend if enjoy recording this, and it also depends on you guys. Listen, no sounds coming from down there. Okay, but yeah, I'm sorry for not really having a consistent upload schedule. I'm still trying to figure out what is the best time for me to record something. I mean, that part of it also depends. Like the recording also depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm just feeling a little groggy. The beast has entered this house. It is not my property any longer. The beast took my wife, it took my dignity, it took my faith. If it wasn't the full moon, I would let it take my life as well, by my own hand. He got his wife snatched away and everything else, and at the end, his appendage also got taken away. That's really sad. He lost everything in the end. He truly lost everything. The new poems of Love and Torment, written by Ron Kambara, whatever. The book contains age-old writings of the famed poet Ron Kambara, I don't know. This book concentrates on the latter half of his lifetime in production. Poem 1, The Blackened Heart. Stakes are high, you are also, and more so. Live your lie and play with my blood torso. Wow, so romantic. Who would believe all your tries to blacken my name, that crow as a price? They say that a tear only What do you mean you can feel someone? Stop! Only dries, so I want to see the day. Even Gargaroth cries. They will come know this day as the cruel age. They will come know this page as the fourth phase. Won't you die? Won't you die? Won't you just die? Lost an arm. My little arm is gone. No one is following me. Shut up, game. What? Small key, little key. Little bee, little key. Paprika. Mushroom stew. Yeah, I mean, you just have to hope for the best here. That's the gameplay. Shillings. That's the money. Sea ration. What is that? Seems like someone has been dumping everything you consider useless here. Why even store them in the first place? Hoarder? The guy's a hoarder. That guy's a hoarder. I'm actually going. I don't have anything that can heal my insanity. Will this work? Oh yeah! Oh damn! Nice. Who are you? There's a seemingly dead old lady here. She seems to be holding tight on a piece of torn paper. She has been dead for a while now, judging from the looks of her. Her head has been bashed with something and her wrists are cut open. You cannot tell which one led to her demise. She doesn't seem to have anything valuable. Huh. What's the paper say? The note has been written with blood. I'll reunite with my lover on the other side. Okay. There's a ritual circle here. You can draw something here with a chalk. I can draw the Grogroth. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze. Fuck, sorry. Thanks. Rare. Huh. Interesting. Rare book. I could draw that. Oh. Abandoned house. What? The barrel contains gore and some white substance. Oh, come on. Come on, get it? Excuse me? Another one heeds my call. Just remember that you came to me, not the vice versa. Tell me, oh naive one, do you believe in pitch black darkness? But I don't support it. Ah, but that is how it was always meant to be. Good on one hand and the evil on the other. Good can come from bad places, just as bad can come from the good. A constant struggle, a game even. That is how it was meant to be. That is how it was. A man listened to his spirit, and you could tarnish that spirit so easily. But it wasn't to last. Then people started to worship a new god, the god called the science. Suddenly everything needed to be calculated before putting into consideration. There is no good or evil behind the scope. Maybe my time has come to lend the sword once again. I will aid you in your quest. See you soon? What? Excuse me? Random sauce. What? Excuse me? Hello? The lone goat came to greet you. This goat seems to be following your every move attentively. Want to join my party? The goat is shaking his horse. Yeah, hell yeah! Woo! First party member, goat. Hell yeah! Look at him. Can I? Get him. Oh, Black Caleb. Why do you have such a cool name? Was that is the guy that I talked to Black? Is the guy that I? Is that the goat? I can't even equip anything. It doesn't. Okay, I feel like I have a feeling that Black Caleb isn't gonna last for long. I'll go back. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it. I want to go back. Okay. Oh, that's good actually. I don't know why I. Okay. That's actually really. That's a healing item. That doesn't come cheap here. Oh, everyone's gone. Jesus. Are they inside? Loading. Oh. There's a ritual circle. Okay. Jeez, man. The sleepy one. What is that circle over there? It's a little something I carved out of boredom, leaving my mark on the train. Just a normal mundane life of a vandal. Actually, it's a perfection circle. It's used to worship certain older gods. It might come in handy if you know what to do with it. Okay. My story? You gotta be more specific. I'm too complicated for just a few lines of dialogue. Are you gonna stay and wait here? Probably not. I'll be heading towards the town soon if nothing happens here. Okay. What about you, sir? What's... Okay, yeah, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, okay, oh my god, okay! Chill. Excuse me. ... He's looking flushed by your questions. Yes. What do you think of the situation? Pretty much like everyone. I think it's annoying. It's a little shy man. A little shy guy. The others left for the city. I guess they grew tired of waiting. The dog did say he'd get some help here as soon as possible. You decided to stay at the train? There's something bad going on. Bad? What do you mean? I was attacked by the locals. What? Attacked? Are you Are you alright? No, as you can see, my left arm chopped off. I don't know what to make of this. The mist already carried a foul odor and terrible sounds. That's why we got inside. I'm worried about the others. Would you go look for them? I don't think they've gone far yet. Okay. Later. What's your problem? No problems, alright? What's your name? It's Marco. Good to see you. I mean, good to meet you. Are they all gonna die? Yeah! What? Oops. No. It's more peaceful that way. I see. I respect that. Can I get the goat back? I'm hungry. I am the angry pumpkin. Let's go. Let's go, me and you. Let's go out on an adventure. This is gonna be great. I'm pretty familiar with this path because I remember me going here a lot or something. Huh? What's up? Oh. Okay. Were you I guess we all could use a small break. Are you okay? No? Alright. If you want to stay here. And maybe it's good that he stays there. Cantarell Lake. Wait, is he still there? I'm a little afraid because you know how RPGs are. You know, you leave the frame, the camera, and like it like refreshes everything. No, he's still there. That's good. Can I go up here? Cool. Ow! 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 Fuck! Oh, my heart. Ah! Are you kidding me? Screw you. You have a rifle. Dead. Hey, Black Caleb, is that why you were not coming? Ah. You got the ammo at least. I killed the threat, I think. Are you gonna still... In a spur of rebellion. Okay, dude, this guy. You know, the problem with playing Fear and Hunger, you really need to commit to playing this game. And, sometimes I'm just a little tired. And Fear and Hunger is not the right game to play when you're tired, because like you're gonna want to like leave the game sooner. Fear and Hunger, you can't save anywhere. Are you okay? I gouged my eyes out, but I still see the green hue. Green hue? It devours everything. Are you? The man is crying hysterically. He has scratch marks all over him. His skin is hanging loose on his cheekbone. Jesus! What is going... What? What?! We are the ones who survived! Alright. Drama queen. Person is barely alive. You can already hear death rattle coming from him. Loot him! 2 shillings! Filthy rich! I'm filthy rich now! Rich! I'm so rich! Step on that. Wouldn't want to lose my legs either. That would be really bad. What is that? Elevator. Elevator. Can you do that? I bet you can't. Filthy shack. Carrot. Dried meat. Yeah! We love meat, especially when it's dry. Seems to be some kind of maintenance. You cannot hear or see anything down there. Why not? Why not? I have nothing to lose. Except books, I guess. Door won't open. Seems to be locked with an electric lock. Force the door open! Screw the electric lock! We can do this! Punch! Ow! I suck. Azra's like, you fucking maggot! How did you miss a door? That's not a good guy. I don't think. I don't think he's a good guy, guys. I don't think that man over there is a good person. I mean, I don't know. I can't say for sure. I don't want to judge the book. Wouldn't want to judge the book by its cover, you know. Yeah, he's bad. Slow. He's slow. Little slow guy. Ah! No! Oh, look. He's crazy. Get those claws out of here. Ow. Okay, that's really bad. I'm not gonna die by some ghoul, right? Thank God. I don't wanna come on, man. I ain't gonna die to some, like, guy. Oh, 10? 12? It's over. It's genuinely over. I can my life. I can sense that my life isn't gonna be that long. Somehow get something good. Oh, that's something. Blue vial. Oh, that's something. Okay, we go. Okay. This is something. The helmet clearly takes inspiration from ancient Lombardia, where fighters clad in armor would duel for people's entertainment. Some resistance. I'm just carrying him like around. I don't want to get rid of him. He's like content farm. He's making content for me. Beer, I need that. I'm going insane. Hi, how are you? How's your day today? How's it going? Beer. Have you guys seen that image? I like that image. For fuck's sake. Rat, save me. No. Save me, bullets. No. Come on, bro. That's not nice. That's not really nice, man. Hurt that torso. Hurt. Shillings. I'm rich. So rich right here. Wooden chest. Can I open it? I can open it. Okay. I don't need lucky coins. I need lucky coins. Beer. I wouldn't advise you to drink beer. Beer is bad. Yippee man. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for my behavior. Hello, sir. Dark corner of the unwanted and the undesired, where they dumped the deceased, stillborn, and now the moon scorched. Welcome, O fresh one. Welcome to the shit pit of Perheval. Nice decoration we have here. Under the ever-watching eye of the dead. I want more, though. I want the one who swiped half the town down, the woodsman. Oh, I killed him, actually. Then I want the one who condemned us down here. I want the filthy priest. I'll see what I can do. Show no remorse. Let their blood flow. I need their heads. Can I like bite their heads off? Oh, you! Hello! It's you! Just what the hell's going on in this town? Something very bad. The locals, did you get attacked too? Yes. I'm just glad I took my pistol with me. You have a pistol?! This scope just became a lot bigger. I have to be careful what I wish for in the future. What do you know about this scoop? I have my connections to different organizations and groups. One of the resistant groups against the Bremen army tipped me that something was about to go down here in Previval. Apparently, there is a very specific reason why Bremen army occupied this area. I wasn't informed about anything else, really. I can't believe I wasn't even warned about this place. That guy will have a hell to pay once I get back to civilization. I was, but I'm not sure what to do now. My guess is that the city won't be that much better either. Yeah. What do we do now? We don't do anything. I work alone. I have a scoop to investigate. Now the stakes just got higher, that's all. Alright then. Whatever. Sure, man. You go, girl. What? Okay. Egg! Yes! Egg! 5 shillings. Rich. Okay, whatever. This must be the television. The entire room is focused on this television. Too bad it's useless because of the lack of electricity. No electricity. No! I'm a dead! Oh no! Oh! Spaghetti! Oh! Oh! 69 damage! So, I barely played this game. Half of the video is probably gonna be me reading. I'm gonna stop for now, and I'm gonna play Fear and Hunger later. More. I'm gonna post. This is gonna be part 1. This is gonna be like the little taste, a little nibble for you guys if you guys like enjoy me suffer. You know, if you guys enjoyed the art style. Honestly, I really like this game. I love the art style. I love the setting. I love how it's like an alternative universe, of our world, but in the 19th century, 20th century. I mean, so yeah. I mean, this was Fear and Hunger, and I think these videos are gonna be longer than usual because as I said before, Fear and Hunger is you have to commit to playing this game. Like you have to have like a day that you have to commit a full day to be a Fear and Hunger day, because this game you have to be very lucky. As you can tell, everything I got from those barrels and those compartments, chests, they're all RNG. It's all luck based. So, and I know that there is an item that you can get that you can save like anywhere. It's only like a one-use item. So like you can imagine the struggle that I would go through if I want to make like these Fear and Hunger videos like a little like 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long. I have no clue how long this video is gonna be. Post editing. Not much more to say other than the moon is really cool. Did you know that this game is a reference to Majora's Mask? And yeah, Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash like button, smash like button, and subscribe. Like, hit the bell. All of that is optional. Do whatever you want. And if you like this video, don't comment, cause you know what happened. You know what happened to the last video where I told you guys to comment. Only one guy did though. A lot. I'm not gonna like devaluate the people that did comment. That's like not the guy that's spamming in the comments. I mean, spamming, not spamming, like commenting passionately, being a fan. He's a fan. He's typing in the forums. That's my comment section.